This is Elizabeth Seton School's second term schedule for school year 2022-2023 as presented at the ESS Ugnayan Zoom activity last October 22, 2022. Given that both our campuses in Las Piñas and Cavite have Level 3 PAASCO accreditation, our school is given full curricular autonomy, giving us freedom to introduce innovations in programs and scheduling deemed fit for its learners and community. This was our anchor in pursuing our intent to base in-person classes for our learners. We have to remember that our learners, unlike the rest of the world, had to deal with 2 years of home-based virtual learning. Social reintroduction and anxiety are real issues we have to face, especially for young learners who were forced to grow up in this new educational environment. Inasmuch as we support returning to in-person learning, we also believe that children must be given time to adjust and find themselves in this new normal school environment. Coincidentally, an amendment to the original DepEd order was released. The amendment stipulates an extension of the blended or distance learning platform for private schools across the Philippines. When learners return from term break on November 7, 2022 for the second term, the following adjustments in schedule will apply. The following guidelines were observed in the development of the new schedule. DepEd's consent to implement blended learning for the remainder of the school year. Our commitment to honor the 2-year transition model presented to the parents at the start of the school year. The continued promotion of general health and safety protocols in school. Please note these following changes for the second term. In general, all learners will be reporting at 8 o'clock in the morning for their scheduled people classes. An additional 1 day of in-person session will be added to the 2-day in-person schedule of learners from grade 7 to grade 12. For primary and grade school learners, we will now introduce a regular 2-day weekly people schedule. For high school learners, a preview of their weekly reporting schedule will look like this. Wherein all high school learners will be in campus every Wednesdays to help facilitate house and club activities. This is a sample schedule for grade 7 learners. Actual class schedules for the second term will be emailed individually to learners before the start of the term. For toddler to grade 6, learners will now observe a regular weekly 2-day people schedule. A general preview of their weekly schedule will look like this. Reporting days are also blocked by division to ensure that we have a manageable number of learners in campus at any given day. This is a sample schedule for grade 1 learners. Actual class schedules for the second term will be emailed individually to learners before the start of the term. For primary and early grade school learners in general, people schedules will end before 12 o'clock noon. This is purposefully done to ensure that learners take their lunches at home to avoid long exposure to peers without masks. Older grade school and high school learners will be dismissed between 12:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Lunch break for these learners are scheduled by level to ensure limited number of learners at the canteen at any given time. Starting second term, the main canteen will be operational and will resume lunch service. Learners may opt to eat in the classroom or proceed to the canteen for lunch. Assigned teachers will be supervising learner compliance with safety protocols in both locations. In this respect, we continue to encourage you to pack your children's lunch or avail of the school canteen's pre-ordered meals which is delivered to the classroom to reduce your children's exposure. On behalf of the Elizabeth Seton School, marami pong salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa ating institusyon. Together, we will find better ways of doing old things so that we can create the best normal for our children.